Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB, or you can call me Chris, and today we have another very good one for you, I think. We're going to be using a soap by Talbot Shaving and Maol Grooming. I think that's how you say it, I'm not entirely sure. This is just a straightforward tangerine scent, which smells really, really nice. This was available at West Coast Shaving. The soap is now sold out, but I think some were going to appear at Carve, I believe, so you can check there. I don't know if they've got them yet or not. Straightforward tangerine, scent strength about maybe slightly under medium out of the jar, 4.5, almost medium, but really nice tangerine scent. So if you're a citrus lover, you know, this is a nice smelling soap. It's not a slap in the face, a big citrus burst type scent, but it's very, very nice and something obviously I would like. It's similar to the Satsuma from Sterling that I used yesterday. And we also have the Splash, which is the first time I'll be trying a Maol Grooming Splash, which are supposed to be good, so we shall see. Also, we're using again the RazoRock Hawk version 3 because a lot of people have questions about this. They haven't seen it yet. Today, I'm going to do the whole shave with the Feather Professional blade. The first time I used the Feather Super blade, which is thicker, and it does add to the aggression. And so today we're going to use the Feather Professional. Let's go ahead and wet the face and get started. We're also going to be using, once again, the Simpson Trafalgar brush, synthetic, because I'm just really trying to decide whether I like it or not. You know, I've had a sort of love-hate relationship with Simpson synthetic brushes. I will say this is the best one that I have used from Simpson, so that is encouraging. I like the fact that, you know, it sprays. It's still, you know, I think for some people it's going to make for a very good synthetic brush because they're going to like the fact that it gives that feeling of a little bit of backbone. And so I think some people are really going to like it. It's certainly not, to me, the Simpson Chubby 2 synthetic was bad. I did not like that at all. It did not splay well. And when you did splay it, it pushed the lather up towards the handle, which is just not good for a synthetic brush, or really any brush for that matter. But this one feels better. I also tried the classic one, did not like that at all. Same problem. I tried the Simfix brush, and the problem with that was there just wasn't enough fiber in it. Just far too sparsely populated in terms of fiber. But the Trafalgar T3 so far has been a pleasant surprise, and I think it feels pretty good. Pretty inexpensive at somewhere between 26 and 30 bucks depending on where you get it. So I think Simpson is on the right track with this brush. I think it could be set a little bit higher perhaps, but on the same token, that's just my preference. I think a lot of shavers are going to appreciate the fact that this brush feels like it has some, backbone to it. It still splays. That's the best thing. So it's definitely, I think, growing on me, and I wanted to use it several times before I, judged it. Because in the past, initially, the first chubby I had, I liked it, and then I used some other synthetic brushes, and I was like, whoa, I don't like it, so. Anyway, this one is better. And I think that's a great thing, because I love to see these legendary companies like Simpson, doing well and making great stuff. I would like to see all the large, old school brush makers doing well and coming out with these really nice synthetic brushes, because I just like synthetic. Just my preference. If you prefer Badger, that's fine. I'm going to have a giveaway for a Badger brush from AP Shave Co. coming up, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Okay, let's make sure we get our hands dry, or not slick at least. And here's our RazoRock Hawk version 3. A lot of people want to know what's different. The main difference is the head is slimmed down quite a bit from the old versions. And as a result of that, it feels far more maneuverable, which I think is very, very good. And with the professional blade, this is the second use. It feels quite smooth, right around medium aggressive, With the Super, I think it kicked it up, you know, in the high range of medium, but this feels very nice, very smooth. And for 59 bucks for all stainless, it's hard to beat, you know. And I wanted to use it a few times because it's brand new and a lot of people haven't seen it and a lot of people have questions about it. And I wanted to use it with the Super Blade, which is generally the regular Feather Professional, not the Super. And this is feeling nice and smooth, which is exactly what I wanted out of this razor. So I'm very, very happy with it. And you know, we will use it more, but this is my third go with it and it's feeling really good with the Feather Professional. Regular. The Super definitely kicks it up a notch. So, you know, you can use that with it if you want to. Or you can use the things like the Kai Maol or maybe even the Feather Guard. Very, very nice. I was watching the DC shave this morning. His son Elijah was on there and did a shave, and I thought that was really fantastic. So Elijah, well done. I really liked your video. That was awesome. And I tell you what, folks, you can't, there's nothing better than that. And also Evan Lopez that I talked about yesterday. His dad sent me some photos of Evan shaving with him in the mirror. Just absolutely phenomenal. That is great, great stuff. And I really like it. Because I said yesterday, my goal here is to try to grow the hobby of wet shaving, to try to be a blessing and to try to make some friends along the way. And when I see these young kids like Evan and Elijah participating with their dads, their moms, you know, even though they're not actually shaving hair off, the ritual of it is fantastic and it's going to be a lifelong memory for them. And I think that is fantastic. And so I really like that. It makes me happy. And I have really been looking forward to doing these videos. Had a lot of fun. You know, we've been on lockdown. Now, I have been getting outside. As you might have noticed, my skin tone is quite a bit darker than it was a month ago. I tried to get outside for an hour, hour and a half a day when weather permits. It was snowing the other day, you know, so I couldn't. One day it was snowing in the morning, and then I was able to get outside in the sun with shorts on in the afternoon in the same day. So that's how wacky the weather has been. But I've been trying to follow the protocols that, you know, our government has asked us to follow, insofar as not going out frivolously and just, you know, hanging around and driving all over the place and spreading this COVID. In the United States, we've lost now 35,000 people. 35,000 people. This is a serious thing. And so a lot of us have been on lockdown. I personally am looking forward to when this is over, getting out fishing. I love to fish in the, got a lot of lather coming down on the handle. I love to fish when the weather is good, so I'm looking forward to doing that. But for now, we've been enjoying making videos, and you know, we're going to continue making videos even when we're fishing. We probably won't make as many. There's been a few days where I've made a few, and we're all cooped up, and you know, we're trying to work to the extent we can and just trying to be positive. And we've had some very, very bad situations here. Manny's dad, I got a message yesterday, he's really not doing well. So this is a serious thing, and this is a time for people to be blessings to one another and to be positive. And I hope that in sharing this content and trying to, you know, it's somewhat uplifting, but I definitely feel for the people who are going through difficult times right now. It is a rough thing. You know, let's just hope we all make it through and people and their loved ones are safe. Let's pray for, you know, if you pray. And if you don't pray, please send good vibes for Manny and his family. Okay. Also, Stephen Davidson, his dad had a heart attack the other day, or a cardiac event of some sort. So I think he's doing a little better. But, you know, there's people really suffering and having a hard time right now. So as a community. I think all the content, I have appreciated it. I appreciated watching it, and I'm having fun doing it. And just trying to be a blessing. That's it. That's what it comes down to. I tell you what, this hawk with the professional blade is really enjoyable. It is quite a bit different. You know what? It's really surprising to me that the blade makes so much difference. I honestly would not have expected that, because I use super blades sometimes. In this razor, it kicks it up quite a bit, because it kicks the blade gap up, I guess. Super smooth with the medium, or excuse me, the feather professional, just a regular feather professional blade, super smooth. In fact, I would say that of all the hawks that have been produced, there's no question that this one is the smoothest that I have used. At least it works best for my face. By far the best that RazoRock has made yet. The most nimble. Is it as nimble and maneuverable as the Blackland Vector? Absolutely not, but there is no Artist Club style razor of this style that is maneuverable as the Vector. The Vector's pretty expensive too. This is a $59 razor, so you know, don't expect it to be quite that maneuverable, but the shave I'm getting from this is very good. And so I'm super happy about that. And I know a lot of people have questions about this razor, I should say. And that's why I'm using it again today, because I wanted to use it with the professional blade, which is generally what they recommend. Or you can use, you know, Kai mild or whatever, but the super definitely kicks it up. So in the first video, I used that. And by the end of the video, I was like, this is pretty aggressive. This super smooth, right at medium. Very enjoyable. I haven't said anything about the soap. Great residual slickness on the soap. It's Talbot. It's the second time I've used a Talbot soap. It is quite good. I realized at the beginning I didn't go over the specs, so I'll do that now. It is $15, or was at West Coast Shaving. Now the soap is sold out. The splash is still available. It is $15 for 3 ounces. Makes it a fairly expensive soap at $5 per ounce on our chart. That's in expensive territory, but I will say Talbot does give $1 per tub to charity. So if you want to factor that in, you can, and that takes the price down a little bit. It still keeps it in that getting expensive range, but it's a good quality soap. The first one I used, I can't remember the name of it. I really liked it. This is the second Talbot soap I've used, and I'm convinced it's a good quality soap as far as that goes. So if you have a chance to try Talbot, I would try it. And if you like citrus scents, this is quite good. It's really nice, and it opens up in terms of strength, and it definitely hits that medium range when you get it on your face. It is a straightforward tangerine, which I like a lot. And so this is a absolute winner for me. Now the Simpson brush here, again, sometimes you have to push, and the effect is the lather comes down in the handle, but it's better. And so I can live with this brush. It is, in my opinion, the best synthetic brush that Simpson has made to date. I think there's room for improvement based on my preference, keep in mind. But I think this is the best brush synthetic that Simpson has made. And it also is very affordable at, you know, around 30 bucks. So I say good job, Simpson. Third time I've used it, and I've just really been trying to get a feel for it. And it splays. That's the main thing, and that has always been the problem with these Simpson synthetic brushes. You have to push so hard, you know. Now, I will say, if you look at the instructions on these brushes, a lot of them, and in particular Simpson, especially the Badger, they will say they're made to paint, not to splay. So everybody splays though, let's be honest. All right. Boy, what a soap. Scent is great. Feels fantastic on the face. You can't complain about it. It's absolutely terrific. I was watching Johan of Shave and Butcher, and he was using a Sexto blade. This is a shavette. And he had he got a few little nicks, and he said he's just shaving close to the blood. And I've never heard that before. And I thought that's an interesting way to say it. So when I start, I got a feather SS that isn't in the Camisori style with scales, in other words. And invariably, when I start nicking myself with it, I'm going to say I'm shaving close to the blood. I thought that was very funny. So I'm shaving close to the blood, but we're hoping we're not shaving close to the blood today. We generally do not, but you know, we're capable of it, drawing blood. But that was pretty funny. Again, great channel, Shaving Butcher. Actually, I've been trying to support as many channels as I can. And you know, obviously we all have our own preferences. Keep in mind, folks, I realize that there's a lot of content out there right now because everybody's cooped up. You can't watch them all, you know. I understand it. Watch what you can, but also live your life. Go on, do what you got to do, you know. You do not feel compelled to watch every video unless you enjoy it or you just want to. It's optional, you know. So if you're here watching and you're still hanging out here at 16 minutes, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I definitely appreciate your time. And I'm definitely putting forth a lot of effort and trying to be a blessing. So if you appreciate that, thank you very much. Also, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like it. This is the way things are going to go. We're going to make a lot of content. We're going to be positive. We're going to support other people. We're going to try to grow the hobby. We're going to try to make an impact and make it something that a lot of people discover and a lot of people get into. And we're all going to do it together. That's the way I look at it. I'm just one cog in the wheel, you know. I'm a high effort cog. I think I just put high effort, you know. That's just me. That's just my nature. And so, all right, here we go. Man, that was a smooth shave. I am so pleased with all the gear today. You know, even the Simpson brush, which again, it's never going to be my favorite, best Simpson synthetic to date, as far as I'm concerned. Still room for improvement, but pretty doggone good. Okay, let me rinse. We'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And all right, here we are back with our Lancaster towel. And one thing I do also on these videos, if I find something I really like, I showcase it. And that is a service to you all who might also enjoy it. You know, if I really like something, I tend to create a spotlight video on it. And the reason for that is to create awareness, because a lot of people didn't know about these towels. You know, DK was talking about them. Rick from Suds and Steel was talking about them, but a lot of people didn't know about them. They do now. And so that's great for all the shavers who discover it. And that's also great for the companies. You know, right now people are having a hard time, including some of the shaving vendors who's, you know, they have husbands or wives that are out of work. And so let's just do what we can to be a blessing, you know, once again. Okay, that was the Humphreys that we used there, by the way. I must say, I am completely satisfied with the shave that the Hawk version 3 provided with the Feather Professional blade. Far smoother, I would say, than the Super. The Super was smooth, but quite aggressive towards the end of my shave. This blade, the regular Feather Pro in the Hawk version 3, this Hawk version is, in my opinion, the best by far. It's got this most slim head. It is extremely affordable at $60 for all stainless. Big time winner for me. Now that's just my feeling. This is a keeper. There's just no question about it. The Maol Talbot collaboration, high quality soap. I had to spend a little time rinsing, getting the residual slickness off my face. So Talbot is definitely a good quality artisan base. Maol is new to me, and we're going to slap that on right now. But before we do, again, the Simpsons Trafalgar, best synthetic they produced to date. This is the T3 version. Okay, now let's get into some Maol grooming Tangerine splash. I've never used a Maol splash. I don't know if that's how you say it or not. I hope it is. What do we have in it? Alcohol, organic witch hazel, vegetable glycerin, aloe, jojoba, there's coconut oil, castor oil, liquid lanolin, grapefruit seed extract. Sounds like some good ingredients. Still got alcohol though. I'm loving that. So this is my first time with this company, and it is quite brightly colored orange. I don't want to lose that good stuff. Oh yeah. Ooh. Boy, does that smell good. This smells like you just started peeling a tangerine. You know that smell? Wow, does that smell good. Woo. I'm gonna go for another round. A lot of people have been bragging on these aftershaves, and I can see why. Oh, wow. Woo, that's nice. No burning. I don't really mind the burning. I like it, but boy, does that feel good and smell good. Smells just like smells like you're in the act of peeling a tangerine, this. The soap doesn't smell quite as bright as this does, but it still smells very, very nice. Straightforward, great. What can I say? This has been a really enjoyable shave. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me. It really does mean a lot. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you very much. I hope you and your family will stay safe. I'm your host again, CDB, and I'm reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and of course, God bless.